Gentlemen, as some of you may know, I set out on a mission to see if it was humanly possible to find love in a country other than my own. And as some of you may know, I started this journey by going to a company called Dream Connections, where I failed miserably. After I got back from this tour, I was in a pretty dark place because of what had happened. But I became determined to figure out if it was actually possible at all. I wanted to figure out how to do it, and I wanted to show other guys if it was possible or not. So I signed up with two other tours. These two companies were called AFA, and the other one was called International Romance. So I booked these tours so that they would be back to back, doing a foreign affair first and then doing international romance. I wanted to document every single day when I was on this tour. I wanted to record how I was feeling, and I wanted to be able to show people the emotions that you go through, the good things that happen, the bad things that happen, things that you can avoid, and things that you can do to increase your chances as well. Unfortunately, when I went through AFA, I lost all the video that I had made, which I was pretty upset about. But in the next tour following that, I have my daily diary. These 3 videos here is my experience going through a romance company. And it's my experience, it's how I felt every day, it's what was happening to me, and whether or not I was successful. Now, I've sort of hummed and hawed about whether or not to put these videos online, because I know I'm opening myself up to be ridiculed or to be criticized for actually going and doing this. But before I set out, I made it my goal to try and get as much information as I can, and then hopefully show guys if it is possible, and if it is possible, how to actually do it. There's going to be guys out there that are in a dark place like I was in, and this, I'm sure, could help them if thinking about doing this is on your mind. So here it is, my journey through a romance company. Enjoy. Привет. Okay, so I'm a little bit gutted that I made some videos throughout the first tour with the first company, and I've lost them, and I'm so gutted about it because they were sort of describing my feelings before a date and then my feelings after the date. So yeah, I'm a bit upset about that anyway. Anyway, that tour has finished, and it was absolutely just completely just off the wall, completely nuts and crazy. I can't explain it. I'll give it to you in a bit of a as quickly as possible in this video, and then I will do a complete review of the company AFA and how it was and what you need to do there to find your true love. Now, I've learned so much. Like, there is actually there's a real dark side to this. There's a good, very, very good points, but there's a dark side that nobody will tell you about. And if you know about it, you can look out for it, and you can make sure that you make the right decisions to make that company work for you. Now, they do give you some advice, but it's very, very vague. They give me the advice, but it wasn't until a little bit later on that I started to figure out exactly what was going on with the girls there. So, but it was a whirlwind. Like, they had the social event, and you walking in there, you felt like, and maybe it was because I was like younger and not your stereotypical sort of guy that was there, I felt like a goddamn movie star. The girls were like fighting to talk to you or to me, and giving me their numbers and their Viber contacts and all these things. And it was actually too much. I was overwhelmed. There was like 250 women there, and there was like 20 guys or something like that. And they're all trying to grab you and tell you to come and sit with them, and it was crazy. It was basically just a big party. At the end of the night, everybody was dancing. There was one girl that I kept going back to and talking to, and she was super sweet. We ended up going out afterwards and having some drinks, and then for some stupid reason, we started talking about Venice and how it's romantic, and we thought it would be a good idea to book some tickets. So we booked some tickets, and so the next morning, I went home and got my stuff. She got her stuff. We flew to Venice, which was, to be honest, I've done stupid things like this before, but not. It was the kind of the wrong thing to do, because after the second day, and it was awesome. Like, we were going on the gondolas, and we were, it was nice. It was a nice holiday. But I didn't know if she liked me for me or if she just was there because it was a holiday. So after I told her, I said I have to go back on the Monday. So and then we got there on the Saturday, and I said, and it was amazing. The extent you got like the honeymoon suite because the hotel didn't made a mistake or something like that. And I told her, I said that I don't really know if you're here just for me. She said that she liked me, but it all comes down to that dark underside of some of these girls' intentions, and I didn't have a good feeling, and I knew that I was here on a journey uh, for one thing, not just to go to Venice on a random holiday. So I ended up buying her a ticket home, and then I bought a ticket back to where they had the second social event. Same thing, completely just nuts. You feel like an absolute superstar, and because that sort of stuff never really happens, it's different. So you end up with all these phone numbers, and then you end up with too many, and you're actually messaging so many over the course of the last week or 10 days or whatever it's been. I've probably been on 10 or 15 dates, but there was really only one girl that I met at the second social who I really, really liked, and we got on really well together, and we spent most of the time together. But I started to sort of feel that same feeling of this dirty underworld sort of bubbling through. We ended up having a bit of a fight about it. I knew that she was lying about a few things, and all I wanted to do was to come clean. It just turned into a big mess. So in the end, I just flagged it, and I actually cancelled so many meetings, so many other girls to hang out with this one. So by the end of the tour, myself, because I spent so much time with this girl, but I knew that I couldn't see her again. So I ended up staying another 4 days after the tour, and just basically just sort of had a good time. We had limousines, we kind of partied just because that was sort of what we had to do. Made some really good friends, and then called it a day today to come to the final tour, which is with International Romance and Adventure. So, and I didn't really know what to expect. I only got here a couple of hours ago. It took for some reason, it was a good idea to hire a taxi and drive here, which took 11 hours on some of the shittiest roads I've ever seen in my life. I thought I was going to die. I was so happy when I finally got here, but 11 hours to get here by taxi. Yes, so I got here, I met with the two owners. They've taken me out for dinner and a beer. They've explained sort of what we're going to be doing, and it sounds unbelievable. It really does. It sounds like the owner is exactly like me. He's told me not to worry about any of those issues about trust and things like that, so we'll see. I don't know. I mean, everybody sort of says that stuff. Every owner of any of these three companies that have actually done all say the same thing. Everything's legit, blah, 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 blah. But we'll see with this one. They've set up like some cool little parties, and we were discussing on the last day, you'll be in love. And he says, a cool thing we could all go and do together is go bungee jumping. So I was like, yeah, let's go and do that. So that's my quick update for now. But I'm going to continue to make these videos throughout this one. I'm really gutted that I lost the videos for AFA. I'll make another video just solely on that company and my experience there, just by itself. I'll have to, unfortunately. But this one here, hopefully, if I make sure I don't lose it, I will lose the videos. I'll make sure I update it every day, and you can see my progress. Put me up in this mint. I don't know if you can see it or not. I'll try and show you. But it's like a nice, full on, nice, dope sort of apartment style with a nice view. It's of the city. When I got here, they'd set up fruits and chocolates, and they'd fill the fridge up with water and with beer and stuff like that. It's so personal, and I could tell that they were so proud of everything that they've done, that they just wanted to just make sure that when you get here, everything is great. And they did stay up till late after my nightmare traffic run. So yeah, it's been pretty chill morning really. And then today we're going to go to their apartment, which is just next door. And there's I think they said that there was just 4 girls, their friends that are coming around, but these are all their friends that are looking for relationships, these girls, and they are serious. They're not scammers or anything like that. They're actual good friends. They thought it would be a good idea to just a few of us get together, get to know each other, and then on Wednesday, the day after tomorrow, when they have their Valentine's Day party, some of us already know each other, so it's not like you're walking into a room and you don't really know anyone, or you're already going to know. I'm already going to know like 6 of the girls tomorrow when I get there. So it's such a good idea. It's very well thought out from a young person's view. It's not like just a massive room full of women that you don't know if they're serious or what they're doing or anything like that. So it sounds like it could be just a chill night. Just have some wine and eat some crackers or something and just chill out and with friends. That sounds cool. So yeah, I'm looking forward to that. Okay, so I've actually slept in. It's like lunchtime. I was supposed to be up at like 8, but so yeah, what an awesome night last night was. It was I didn't sort of expect it. We just went out for lunch, and to be honest, it was a little bit awkward at first, but then after we had some, and it was amazing. Like the owner and his wife put on like just some cheese and crackers and some dinner, and there was him and his wife, me and Terry, the guy that he met, and 1, 2, 3 girls, and then another girl turned up later, which Terry had already met, so he is already in love with this girl. And we just sort of drank. It was a little bit awkward at first, but once we had some wine and the girls started doing the karaoke thing, I guess I did have a connection with one of the girls there. And then I sort of started thinking that the girls were trying to get money off us, but I was overthinking it, but it turns out that it was true. The DJ did want money for something that they asked for. I don't know. I still don't completely understand what was going on, but one thing to remember though is that it's easy to have your guard up too much, is probably some good advice. You need to have your guard up, but not have it up too much, because you might ruin something that's that's cool. So yeah, so I'm meeting one of the other owners in like 5 minutes, and I'm going to go get my hair cut. And then tonight we've got our social, so I guess we'll see how that goes. I think there's like 6 guys going and like 20 girls going, and I'm hoping that it's going to be an awesome night. Okay, so we had a party, I suppose, the other day. I didn't make a video yesterday because it was such a crazy turn of events. So it was the social they had was pretty cool. Like it wasn't like AFA where it was just 300 women that were just chucked into a room, and then you go in and try and talk to whoever you can, and you've got like the scammers in there, and you got well, not necessarily scammers, but ones that are just out for the free dinner or free drinks or something like that. But this one here was, everybody was seated. The food was really nice. It was really awkward at the start. It was just quiet, and I was sort of thinking like, what the hell is going on in here? Nobody's talking. I didn't even actually know who the translators were and who the girls were, so I was a little bit confused. But that might be just me. I don't know. But then everybody started to drink. There was just heaps of like champagne there, so everybody started to drink and loosen up a little bit, and then it got really good. But it was pretty cool, and then everybody just danced, and it was pretty cool. But something happened that I didn't expect to happen, and it changed how I'm sort of doing these videos, I suppose, because I've ended up, I guess, starting something with one of the managers from this company. I don't know if she's an owner or what the story is really with it, but we've hung out the last 2 days, so it's it's weird because I sort of made these videos to sort of help somebody along to find love, and then I'm hanging out with, I can't say I'm in love, but I'm hanging out with somebody that owns one of these that owns the company. There's like 4 of them that own the company, I think, and she's one of them. But the thing is with her, it's not what I expected. She's not really the type of girl that I would normally have gone for, but we had this instant connection. I know that she's serious, and I know that she likes me, and I have a pretty messed up situation back home, which I haven't mentioned yet, and it's something that I haven't really told anyone. And I told her about it, and I thought if it scares her off, it scares her off. And I told her, and I don't know, but she got kind of teary about it, but not in a bad way. And then she leaned over and she kissed me, and I think it actually made us closer by telling her the story. So yeah, it was pretty cool. The thing that really attracts me to her is she's funny and we get along, and she's hot and all that sort of stuff. But it's just that I have such a strong feeling of trust for her, and I know that she would never do anything to actually hurt me. And I think that is what I've actually been looking for.
This is the exact moment when I realised what it was that I was actually looking for. I just wasted the last 7 years of my life with somebody that got caught going behind my back. I then entrusted Dream Connections to help me, only to be let down by them as well. And I just spent the last 2 weeks with AFA, only to be chewed up and spat out by the scammers. What I realised at this exact moment was that I was actually just looking for somebody that I could trust. And when I realised this, it completely changed everything for me, and was to be the start of the most amazing journey of my life. What was soon to follow, I never could have predicted.
Yeah, so I guess I didn't really know what to expect, and it's actually been I'm not really like somebody to get too emotional unless something really bad has happened. But throughout this trip, it's been up and down. There's been happiness. There's been anger. There's been sadness. There's been all of these emotions, and it's been an amazing trip so far. And I've still got like another 2 weeks here. And Niplo will however long that I decide to stay here. Yeah, I mean, meeting the girl that I've met now, like I just know that I haven't. There are other girls here that all that want to go out, and you can pretty much do whatever you want here with them. It's like take them out to the movies or whatever, and they'll say yes. But I don't want to. Like it's been such a understanding now what I was looking for has made me realise, what I really am looking for. I'm not looking for, and I said this at the start, I'm not looking for a tall, big boobs or anything like that. I'm looking for, my dream wife. And when you know something is good, then you know it's good. When you think something is a bit sketchy, then you know that as well. And if you feel like that something was like that, then you're best just to walk away. I mean, meeting, I'm trying not to say her name, but meeting her and realising that what I was looking for was somebody with a good heart. Maybe from my last relationship, from somebody who had a terrible, what the things that she did, to not really think about it and think I want somebody that's going to treat me well and do all this sort of stuff, and that I never even thought of trust. Trust for me has become a whole other thing, in my own country. Like, you're supposed to trust the other person, but I didn't trust my ex, and it's all I'm looking for is somebody that I can trust, that will, it's so hard to explain. I'm trying to explain something that I can't explain. I'm trying to explain a feeling, but I can't explain it. But so I'm hoping everything goes well with this girl, and I know it's not going to be like the last one. I'll say her name was Kat. The last one where every day was, oh, is she just hanging out with me because she gets the kickback from the restaurant? Is it this? Is it this? Is it this? I don't have any of that here. With this girl here, we went to the club afterwards, and she's buying the drinks. It's maybe that was it. Maybe because she was buying me alcohol, that's why I think I like her. I believe that there's something here that's making me not go on dates with other girls. There's something here that's made me go, that's it. And I've said it to the owner of this company. I said, that's it. And because we're all like good friends now. I said to him, I don't even feel like I'm on a tour company. Like, basically we're just friends hanging out. And of course, because she's the manager in this company, she's always there as well. So it's actually quite funny, because she was supposed to be like my translator for going on dates, and now she is my date. So I don't know if I've made her job better or worse. We'll see how we'll see how it goes anyway. But yeah, I cannot express how much of a journey this has been for me. But anyway, I better get going because in about 10 minutes we're going to go snowboarding or something. Levine, I think it's like an indoor snowboarding park or something. But I don't know. It sounds like it'll be cool anyway. So I will see you later.